I'm Daija Harris here to demonstrate how to make a sweet apple cake that you will love, enjoy. It's simple to make, anybody can do it. You just need a few ingredients.
First you will need 1 cup of vegetable oil, 2 cups of sugar, 2 large eggs. These need to be at room temperature. This is very important because it deals with the consistency of the cake. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 2 cups flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 3 cups of finely chopped Granny Smith apples. Additional materials needed will be 1 stove, preferably one with a timer, 1 large mixing bowl, 1 small mixing bowl, something to sift the dry ingredients with, preferably a sifter, 1 whisk, 1 spoon, and some type of mixer. This is a very old-fashioned one, but it will do just fine. Okay, so first what you want to do is grab your large mixing bowl and also a spatula to scoop the batter into the pan. A pan to put the batter in, preferably a 12 by 6. And you're also going to need the non-stick spray, preferably Pam, only because it works very well. Olive oil to grease the pan with. Okay, so first what you want to do is grab your large mixing bowl. And in the large mixing bowl, you're going to add the oil. That was 1 cup of vegetable oil. Along with your sugar, 2 cups. Then your 2 cups of two eggs, room temperature. Then your 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you want to mix this together with your whisk until combined. After combined, the mixture should look like this. It should be really tough to whisk now. And it should almost look like a glaze. Okay? When you're sifting, all you do is simply just shake the sifter into the empty bowl. This is to loosen up any clumps in the flour and also to just give the dry ingredients a good little mix. See, that's it. See how pretty that is? Once this mixture, the dry mixture, is sifted, You're going to want to add it to the egg and sugar mixture. Now you're going to simply whisk this until it's impossible to whisk it anymore. And that's when the blender comes in, the mixing blender. Alright, so we're going to get all we can off the whisk. And then we're going to move on to the blender. Okay, so here's where the mixer comes in. Now, on my mixer, we have the settings fold, mix, beat, and whip, and we're going to slowly make our way up to beat. Now, this is what the mixture should look like after you're done beating it. Now we're going to add our apples, and the optional ingredient was the 1/2 cup of walnuts. After being beaten, this is what the ending result should look like. This is all of our ingredients combined, including the apples and walnuts. So now with your pan, you're going to take the pan and you're just going to spray the insides of the dish. Just so. Alright? Your next step is to take your spatula, your greased pan, and the batter that we made and place it into your cooking dish. With a small bowl, now combine the cinnamon, this is the 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then the 1/2 cup of sugar. This is going to be your topping. And you can simply just stir this, like mix it with a fork. With your spoon, cinnamon, and sugar mixture, you're going to just sprinkle it over your batter until it covers your whole cake. This should be your ending result. Now the batter has to set for 1 hour to let all of the components soak in and to get that nice apple sweet tasting flavor. Now about 5 minutes before your hour is up on your batter, you want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. After preheating is done, place your batter into the middle rack of your oven. This must bake at 350 degrees for 1 hour. Now that your dish is done, pull it out of the oven and let it set to cool. When it is done cooling, cut into squares and serve. Advice for success? I advise that when making this, you follow all the steps. Specifically, do not forget to let the batter sit for 1 hour. It is very, very important. If you do not follow this step, your cake could come out wrong and it'll be just a mess. Another tip for success is add apples to your desire. If you like a lot of apples, add a lot of apples. But make sure to think about the moisture that's within the apples. It may make your batter a little more watery. Same thing with adding not enough apples. It can make your batter a little dry. Just find the perfect combination. I advise you all for using the walnuts. It gives you a nice flavoring to it. To make this treat even more special than it already is, cut it into squares and serve it with vanilla ice cream. It's the best. Thank you for allowing me to share my family traditions with you. I hope you take it home and share it with your family, and maybe it'll become a tradition of your own.